If someone asks what my favorite Call of Duty Zombies map is, I wouldn't hesitate to say Origins. I believe it is one of the best maps of all time. It's such an awesome way to kick off with the older games and one of the first main Easter eggs that ties everything together. It's definitely complex to go over the actual cutscene, since there's a lot of maps that were made after this but their cutscenes go way before. So basically the whole Zombies timeline is a big cycle which pretty much everyone knows by now. Then throughout BO4 they finally find a way to break this cycle, but Origins shows the audience what is to come. Origins is the original map in BO2, then got a remastered in BO3 with better features. It's definitely way better with not getting knocked with a 2-hit. The start of the actual map kicks off with a large robot stepping down on you. At first the layout seems complicated, but running around a couple of rounds, it gets way easier to point out where everything's at. First part of the main objective is to turn on all 6 generators. Locating these generators are such in a clean layout that there are signs to point where to go. The map is just a big circle, but you can never get lost. Stomping robots make the map feel way more special, making obstacles try not to get stomped on. Having mud to get stuck in that easily gets on your nerves. Normally big maps have empty spaces for no point going to these areas. Origins on the other hand uses every single space that this map has to offer. Even shooting into the sky, at a plane, going to the robots, also using a gramophone to go into a different area called the crazy place. There are no dead spots. Every little thing has a reason which completes it all together. Origins Easter egg is so easy and done in a unique way. It might be a little confusing on doing the first time, but after that you should be flying right through it. The Wonder Weapons showed characters to what the map is all about. There's 4 staffs: ice, fire, lightning, and wind. Again, the staffs are so unique to build and has each of its own cool upgrades. Each staff has 3 parts to complete the build, all scattered throughout the map, with all of them having a different way of getting them. Such as the ice staff, the map is split in 3 ways with digging up parts while it's snowing. Lightning staff, you have to use the tank to collect all 3 parts and so forth. Also about the dead spots, Origins has 4 tunnels that you go through to get crystals to finalize the staffs. There is definitely a lot of running around, but it shows why these places are so important to go to. Also to feel satisfied to get better weapons. In the center of the map is called Excavation Site. On the top there is a pack-a-punch. It gives the layout an easier way to access it, unlike some of the pack-a-punches moving around. On the bottom of the site is where 4 statues stand to craft all 4 of the staffs. One of the annoying things is the mystery boxes having power. It's definitely not hard having to turn on all the generators since it's all part of the map, but sometimes going to a box and try to spin for it, just having to turn on the power gets old fast, definitely when a fire cell pops up. One of the biggest reasons why Origins is so important is meeting the new Primus characters and understanding who they are now, since this map basically begins with new lore. Later on the lore gets deeper, finding out who Dr. Maxis is and what he does, who is Samantha and why she's such a main character. The storyline explains that Dempsey, Nikolai, and Takio are on a hunt down for Rick Dofton. Zombies invade all of them at this dig site, having to team up and make this beloved alliance. During all of this, they hear a little girl named Samantha asking to be saved from Agartha. The main objective is to free Samantha, with her giving them hints. The best way to show the actual understanding is to watch the intro. It shows how they all meet up and where they ended up right at spawn, then kicking it off right when you load up. Going off of BO2 Origins, this is such a new way to play zombies, having an actual objective to complete, making a realistic feeling to make the map way playable. There's also other maps on BO2 that have objectives, but Origins being the most popular and better layout. Origins having a creative concept with different weather patterns, different set time robots come through, and different generators getting attacked. Having different types of zombies depending on what areas you were in, like the tunnels in the crazy place, there would be Crusader zombies. They did not have any type of abilities, but different outfits. Let's talk about the gramophone and how it has a huge part. There are 5 different vinyl records with 4 being connected to each staff. The playing one helps you unlock the main excavation site. The 4 other plays a different tone to unlock the portal to go to the crazy place in each tunnel. To get a complete experience, you can hear Samantha talking about them when you find them and finally set them down to open these portals. I think it shows how different Origins is due to having a unique style of entering a new style area that fits into the tone of the map. Diving into the robots, adding them is such a great touch with always using them, such as finding the wind staff parts in each of them, having to set all of the staffs down, and hitting a red button for a main part of the Easter egg, them names being Freya, Odin, and Thor being named after gods. These robots can be seen destroyed in other backgrounds of other BO3 maps. The 5 main perks, Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, and Mule Kick, are back, being spread across the map with having to turn on the power of the generator to activate them. Adding a new twist, there is a new machine called Wonder Fizz, making its own type of mystery box for perks. Double Tap, PhD Flopper, Deadshot Daiquiri, and Electric Cherry. On BO3, switching out PhD Flopper with Widow's Wine. The Wonder Fizz will actually move around the map, such as the mystery box. One of the most uneasy feelings on Origins is when round 8 creeps up on you. You will hear a loud siren and loud footsteps. It is a Panzer. It is a zombie in an armor suit. They are technically the main boss, with Origins not really having a boss fight like the other Call of Duties have now. Origins being one of the easiest Easter eggs and shows how it all started in the Ether storyline is one of the best moments in Zombies franchise. Going back to the Easter egg in the cutscene, it shows how Samantha and Eddie playing as the 4 main characters in others, showing perk bottles, the Panzer, and a wall by drawn on the wall. When this first released, it didn't give a lot of information. All that was told at the time was these kids made all of this story up in their heads. It offers a lot of great moments such as speedrunning, going for high rounds, or just casually playing. We all created core memories playing on this map. It truly shows how Origins is by far the greatest map. So if you guys like this video, please let me know down in the comments. I made this video about a month ago when I was sick, so you can definitely hear it in my voice, but I didn't want to remake it, but I probably will in the future. And if you guys liked it, obviously give it a like and subscribe. Thanks.